Can we keep these?
Can we keep this? But yeah, man.
I do not speak like that.
No, I was not imitating
Oh,
you.
I'm so
No,
you were.
I was like...
He
But
said,
yeah.
can we keep these?
No,
Anyway.
but yeah, I find someone who created 2 out of 100 come at home, but 2 out of 100 to guy. Like the whole
That's not funny,
No, but
bruh.
it happens. But
That's-
And now even your little brother.
What is Robbie's life?
No, but Robbie's life is a lie. And u claim a mal.
Salto.
Aman scroll. U claim a hore.
Like,
You know,
something
when I
that-
tell you some
Yeah.
that's it.
And I can say champagne.
When I'm too much, too much.
But yeah, man, it's enough. Like the music is like spiritual. Like it has that romantic thing that is spiritual.
Never gonna talk about cancer.
Like, maybe
5%.
yeah, nah, I
Yeah, dizzy fire.
something like
You come out sharp for the rest of the
you
interview.
come sharp.
Something like that.
Don't know something.
Hey guys, the girls see my favorite host with the most, and we're on
Spreading Humours.
Yes, sir. And I'm with
What's up, everybody? It's Yanda. What's on your screens? And welcome to Spreading Humor.
Hey yo, Evan, what you mean? Like, asma patal mtakasma, right?
It's the aliens.
It's the alien.
I say it's the aliens.
Kilo chabra Lucas.
they look at
Let me. Hey yo, what up? It's your boy Zillewizzy, Madinte. We're doing it. And shit.
So guys, new week, new thoughts.
thoughts.
What's on your mind?
What's on my mind is Mihlali again. She released a statement on YouTube speaking about her situation with Leroy Sedabmbe. So it was an open letter to her fans addressing her abusive relationship. So in that video, she took accountability to say that she was also toxic in that relationship. She didn't confirm whether or not she tried to stab Leroy with that knife, whatever. But she did say that in the relationship, she experienced gaslighting, aggression, emotional abuse, manipulation, and control tactics. But what's like really on my mind is accountability. I'm glad that she took accountability and she said, you know what, even though this guy did A, B, C, D, F, G, I also had a role in the relationship. So I feel like what she did was very mature. And you know what? Sometimes it's just good to take accountability.
Like you don't want a black and white career. Like
I was also my thing was, why is it black and white? I didn't like listen to anything.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to the video.
Yeah.
I was just like, why is it black and white?
I think black and white just adds that dramatic effect.
Yeah.
Why
And
one?
like to
emphasize the message, to show
to emphasize the scars or the message.
No,
message.
I think when things are black and white, it usually doesn't it have like an emotional effect on someone?
it does.
An effect, right?
Yeah, that's why
So-
documentaries, they are like slow. They add those sounds and stuff like that, and they're always like darkish. Even the people who are doing like saying like behind the scenes whereby they are speaking, they are in a dark room, like so it adds those type of feel. But my chat with that is like, yo, that relationship has been. I'm just glad. I didn't read the video. I mean,
Read the
watch
video.
the video. But I'm glad she came out and I clarify about it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I was getting too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it goes back to like, a trick-part relationship to public. Because now, if these people who didn't know about their relationship, they were not gonna take out a video.
That's
They had to know,
true.
I was wrong with this, blah blah. It goes away. But now, because the public is, when you go, I move on with their life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad or really the confidence and the courage to do that video.
Yeah, I just hope that like her campaigns do come back because have you guys noticed like ever since she's been with this man, she hasn't been doing like campaigns as much.
I
as
don't
she
even
used
think
to.
it's the campaigns. I don't think
No,
she's been herself.
Yeah, also that, but I'm just saying also work wise.
YouTube wise, also
Yeah,
she's not
like,
as consistent as she used
Work
to
wise,
be.
you can't be slowed down by a man. You understand?
Hey, real.
He
That's
came
so
into your life
real.
and he was just your biggest downfall. I'm so glad this lady's leaving this man and she mustn't go back there. Please.
Sometimes a
It's
relationship
abuse.
is your biggest downfall, hey?
True.
Like it can set you back so bad, hey? Don't you guys feel like when you're single, sometimes that's when you thrive the most in that era?
Yeah.
No. Oaks, now I'm
Here and
telling you
there.
from the experience
Here
and
and
from
there.
the inside. Like, yeah, when you are singing, the only thing, because now your couple is your work, your partner is your work. So once you feel like you did work, you feel like you kissed. Once you feel like you did work, like you feel like you're kind of. For me, when I'm singing, I don't even have to tell someone or I'm going to work. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I just focus on doing what I'm supposed to do and done. And for example, let's say we are here on the pod. Then maybe there's a campaign or a script that makes me want to like do certain things. I must tell my partner because certain things you must tell your partner.
Yeah.
But now when you're singing, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but some people thrive the best, like the best of the best when they're in a relationship.
Yeah,
It's
that's
crazy.
Depends.
That's why I was
Yeah.
like, here and there. Depends.
So
It really
that's
does
what
depend.
was on my mind. Period.
Good for you, Mihlali.
And we're wishing her speedy recovery.
Yeah,
Yo.
man. So I feel like when it comes to those type of things, like social media relationships, it's tricky. Like, and well, with that relationship, I feel like it was well too exposed, and I feel like it was exposed too much at the early beginnings because I don't think they came out and said, "Guys, this is our relationship."
Yeah.
People found out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But hey, man, as long as if a deal and now the dust is settled, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait. I wish we didn't have a guest today so that we can do pillow talk. No chocolate I better ka one go. I want so finally the picture ya bro Lucas kamo la bona studio sa rena re change re ya somewhere la bona like ba re le thabolleng bafana ba ntwe no
Look
ya
at this school
mablomo
project thing, Yana.
It's cute.
It's a
investigation. I want to thread from point A to point B. Not just like the quality of the pillows, like the soft.
Can we keep these?
Can we keep this? But yeah, man.
I do not speak like that.
No, I was not imitating
Oh,
you.
I'm so yes, you were.
And I was like,
He
but
said,
yeah.
"Can we keep these?"
No,
anyway.
but yeah, I'm just glad or today unali changing and change is inevitable, like Thanos said.
What?
Hey, what's on your mind? Let's not try. You go criticize like English.
No, what's on your mind?
Oh, what's on my
That's
mind?
true.
Okay, what's on my mind is the fact you're like recently I've seen or there's a high rate of children abusing their parents, especially like as king.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm just shocked.
No, you see, I don't know if you guys know Manazri. There's a community where Alostro is, Latgag agency, whereby they take kids who are like on drugs, who are bullied,
Oh, yeah,
who steal things, they take them there. So I follow that page. So I realize there's a lot of kids who are like abusing their parents.
Like,
Yeah, like Baba Beto recently, I think he was from Benoni. They went from Limpopo straight to the Benoni to take the kid. Utubile mafaster, utubile the plate. The sister came into the house. That guy was like, "Nah, I don't care. You like I don't care." Then when they came, he's like, "Yo, now we get to be. I don't care. What." And it goes back to that one. I saw another one. They were fighting in the kitchen. I don't know. That one didn't go up and this one. I don't know. Is it a trend or these are the things or they've been happening just because now we have social media, we are being exposed to that. So I feel like it's very concerning. I feel like communities at large should like take accountability because I know or within communities they know why there's abuse that's happening. Like for me, a person who stayed with their granny, I don't think I'll ever do something like that to my granny.
real?
Especially because everything they do, they want to like just make sure that you have a bright future. You know, I don't know what's a Nikki, what's really.
I feel like we're more exposed to it because of social media. But I think it goes back to like childhood traumas, one, two, mental health issues. I feel like in most black households, mental health isn't taken seriously. So maybe this child has, I don't know, that one where one moment you feel like this and another moment you feel like that. Which one is that one? Sorry?
Anxiety. Bipolar,
Yes, maybe the child has bipolar, maybe they're depressed, maybe they have anxiety.
Yeah.
You just never know. And maybe because of their frustration of their mental illnesses, they take it out on whoever is, taking care of them. I feel like that's what might be the cause.
Yeah, I think you have a valid point, like a very, very point, because we always see things from the outside. You know, some parents, if we were being honest, and kids know this, I know people at my age know it. Some parents, but we never born.
True.
Let's not lie, and not necessarily by beating them, not necessarily by like over 2 glass or anything. Some parents are emotionally like abusing to their kids. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes kids retaliate by doing what? Using their emotions, like being physical. Okay, so I'm not justifying what they're doing, but let's look at both sides. You know?
Sure,
And also, like, there's this video that I saw on TikTok. There was this child who wrote a letter, right?
Yeah.
She wanted to kill herself, basically. So she wrote a suicide letter, and then I think her older sister found it, or an aunt or something, and then now they are making her read it out loud, and they are laughing at her.
You see?
They were literally mocking her, saying, "Ooh, anxiety, ton. But meter anxiety, they're calling her depression. Oh, okay, read it out loud, funda. And it was so disturbing.
Shame,
like
man.
they don't feel any remorse, they don't care. And the child was so embarrassed. Like, she was just reading her letter and she was just like so embarrassed.
Yes.
And kids get scared to now open up or say anything to their parents because they're gonna mock them, especially black parents. Black parents don't care about these things.
Yeah.
It's like, well, man, when Nalala was about right or whatever, you know, they don't care about these things. They don't care how is my child doing mentally. How is my child? Let me take her to therapy or something. If you can afford therapy, just sit down on the couch and speak to your child.
Yeah.
I promise you, they're gonna open at least something. They will say something that is bothering them. Maybe that like one.
Yeah.
You know, but parents also by hey?
Yeah. Find someone who really 2 out of 100 come at home, but 2 out of 100 okay. Like the whole
That's not funny, bruh.
It happens. But 2 out of, and now even your little brothers are calling you 2 out of 100. Okay, 2 out of 100. So and now we think it's a joke. Maybe they're saying it in the sense of don't ever take 2 out of 100. But is that the solution now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and once you try to hire what wrong, what. So I feel like I don't know how this is gonna change, to be honest. But sometimes I feel like once you talk to your parents, because now I had the thing of like my mom and the issues, but I was like, hey, I feel like I can't go like up like this, ne? I have to talk to this lady because now I'm getting old, and now if this is gonna be the solution, go cut her off. Some people genuinely cut their parents off. They're out there, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to lose my mom in that way, so I was like, this is what I don't like. 1, 2, 3, and if we can't go on, if you can't attest to this, then I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And we spoke about it. Ever since that day, everything was settled.
That's nice. I wish more parents were considerate. I wish mental health was taken more seriously in black communities and like black households. And you're right, you do something wrong once and then, people at home start ridiculing you. And I feel like parents should start being more sensitive with their kids. They should start considering their children's feelings, spending time with their kids, listening to their kids. Because if not, they might end up, smoking drugs as
a coping mechanism.
Yeah, a coping mechanism.
And when we see it on the outside, we are like, hey, why would this kid do this? Remember, abuse has since birth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And another thing that like annoys me a lot is that why do kids always have to be the ones initiating conversations with their parents instead of the parents saying, okay, there's something wrong with my child.
No.
Let me. And most of the time, it's always the kid being like, Ma, can you please listen to me?
Yeah.
Dad, can you please listen to me? And then suddenly things change. Were you waiting for me to come to you and speak to you because of your pride? You don't want to seem like, gang, what is the problem? I just wish more parents could, like, if they see something wrong with their kid, just initiate a conversation. Try and speak to them and see what's going on. Not the vice versa. Like,
so sometimes, you know what we forget? We forget our parents were once children before.
True.
Sometimes because of how they were raised, they think that's how they should raise you.
Okay, sense.
You know what I'm saying? So they take you as... I know everyone has had this before. Na papa ka be ba dia so. Na bo maka o ka robala na kwane be ba dia so. So I na so na bo ma, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean because so I must grow up.
I must grow up like that.
You know what I'm saying? So they just like using copy and paste. And when you react somehow, because times have changed. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So I feel like that has to change in a way. If you can't tell your mom something and you're struggling, send her a link of this video.
Actually,
like they will understand when you're trying to tell them something. They'll be like, because they always act innocent.
That's true.
No. And they feel like, no. And guys, we are all wrong. When you're wrong, you're wrong. It doesn't matter.
That's true.
But anyways,
And to all those kids that just smoke drugs because their friends are doing it, or they're just hitting their elders because their friends are doing it, that is not cool. You guys are not cool. You guys are boo. You guys suck.
You suck.
You suck.
Boo.
What's on
on
your
your
mind? Go for the signal. Yeah.
Nah, because I thought you guys were going to say something else.
Nah.
Okay, so I want... Yeah, guys, there's this show, man. Born into Fame. Remember the show we were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, Showmax.
Born into Fame. Yo.
How do you guys feel about that show?
And I didn't know. I just watched an episode on TikTok whereby
That's
Ruby
not an
Malinga.
episode.
Eh?
That's not an episode. That's like saying I was spreading humans.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I know about that
Okay.
show. Ruby Malinga like a VIP section. Le makhotsi ba ke yona.
Yeah.
Yeah, son. Ke Ruby Malinga.
When they're at the strip club.
Yeah, so Ruby Malinga Junior. Abe ba re hey, o plari na o papa di Hennessy mara that day. Ba valley 6.
They were sharing one Hennessy bottle.
6 of them sharing one bottle.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the friends were like, how we're not pouring one. Hey, but he was so pissed that day. That's the only snippet.
And you know the funny thing is that they were throwing dollar bills at the strippers. Dollar bills,
But
you're
we're
only
drinking
sharing
one bottle.
Hennessy.
Oh, so Seemah, that's not how a strip club works.
What?
Let me tell you.
No, guys.
But listen.
But money is money, is it not?
No.
No.
Oh,
Listen.
because you
What?
always at strip clubs.
No. But listen, this is how it goes, ne? So, a strip club, because they want to give you the feel. So, they give you fake dollars. Ne?
Lying.
100 rands, the fake dollars stay 10.
What?
So fake dollar in 10 rand. You see, the same way you have tokens at the arcade.
Yeah.
And Vakrelo token, you want 20 rand. That's what they do at the strip club. So they were not real dollars.
How do you
Why
know
don't
this?
they?
So
my
I
question
saw a
is,
TikTok video.
my question.
Side eye.
Why can't we have our own feel and use our
The
own
10 rand.
money?
No, Summit Badia got the real man.
Yeah, we must use our own money. Why do we have to now imitate the Americans and use their dollar bills? And
No, go Summit. Maybe real man.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yes, guys, I'm sorry.
Oh, but the way I know about Summit is Jason.
Emanya,
swear na.
no,
you watched the show, right?
no, I only watched episode 1, and then after I was like, no.
I just feel like at this point, Naka Foster. Like I watch it every single Tuesday. Like I watch it, ne? But there is nothing new. There's nothing spicy. There's nothing exciting. They're just always chilling with each other. AJ's always fighting because someone wants Owami. Robbie's always bring out things he doesn't have. Like Tank. Yeah, man. Like, it's so annoying. But Tank is literally my favorite on that show.
Yeah.
Shamiso is... I don't know. That show
I know that
needed...
thing.
I feel like that show needed a different cast. Those people are boring. It is so boring. Like, that show is so ass. I don't know how I'm still watching it. It is so
No
ass.
foster for.
You know, Foster. Wait, Maraka support. Because give you.
Do you think you can rock it or join?
No, but I wasn't born into fame.
Let's
That's
say
the
you
thing.
were.
Let's say I was.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
But it's like interviews, bro. So when we do interviews like here, we don't just call anyone. Like we can't just say anyone. And every time we call you, we assume that like you're gonna bring the same energy that people see on screen. Ne? But clean, that's not the problem. The problem is now born into fame is the thing of like we need people who are born into fame. This is not people who are born into acting. I don't know if you understand. So your expectation must not be
No. But at the same time, guys, this is a reality show, ne?
Yeah.
You have to bring out your life like that.
Yeah.
First and foremost, Bo Owami, we never see their home. We've never seen their home. We've never seen their father. Maybe next week we're gonna see their father because we saw a snippet of Arthur being there. But Tank showed his family. Robbie, we know fuck all about Robbie. We
Only
only
know
see
the
him
road
with
manager.
The road manager.
Sancho Monaco
Aberi
Instagram.
Amir.
Open Instagram.
Like,
Shay, maybe that is Robbie's life.
no, but Robbie's life is a lie. And claim a mal.
Salto.
Aman scroll. Claim. He says that Mang was texting him. Tank's hand was texting him. Guys, I'm not saying go watch that show, but I'm not saying don't watch it either. It's
So
Boring.
what would you do differently if you were the director/producer?
I honestly, if I was the director / producer, First and foremost, I was going to ask Robbie too. Ask anyone in his life, like any family member, everything, like just to let's show Robbie's life because we know nothing about Robbie. He's always just drinking. Well, he says that he doesn't drink, and then 2 minutes later, he's holding a bottle of Hennessy and he's drinking a glass. Correct.
I don't drink, bro.
First and foremost, Robbie, stop lying. Your reality is that do you drink or do you not? Fine. Okay, sharp. AJ, stop complaining about everything. Just go with the flow. Be happy. Like, akitsi. Owami, stop laughing at everything. Owami giggles at everything.
That's funny because you laugh at everything too.
Oh my gosh. So I told him that I didn't want to go on the horse. I get happy, guys. I get happy.
You know, more about what you want.
Yo, Shamiso, akitsi, man.
But she's bad.
Too much.
She's gorgeous.
Too much.
Guys. Okay.
Be honest. Be honest. I'm gonna say it except for Robbie.
Robbie thinks it's the hottest thing that has touched this planet. Sorry. Yo,
That's how
that
you
show?
must be as mood.
Yo, guys,
Even
that
if-
show pisses me off, like, and stress. And also, yeah, just the activities that they do. I wish they would do activities together. Like maybe as the director of the show, okay, guys, today get ready to go to city or something. Do activities together. Let's see who's the fittest. Let's see something fun. Or we do a road trip to Hartepies. We do something fun, like fun things together. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Not this thing of going to go.
Strip club.
Okay, guys, let's go to drama show. Okay, guys, when now you must take her on a copy or AJ just for the snippets of the show. Boring. Do something.
Do some.
I feel like your head just because you gave it time.
I gave it so
Nah.
much time, bro. Like I'm so hurt, and all I ever see them do, you know what?
What are you watching now?
Anyways, what am I watching? What am I watching? Nothing. YouTube. I'm watching a lot of Lanzi Kama on YouTube, actually. Lanzi Kama. She is Lanzi Kama.
What's that?
She's a YouTuber. She's really good.
She from here?
Yeah, she's South African.
I think I've seen her things.
Nah.
Yeah. I'm watching this other show, but I get the influence.
I wonder who asked you. Anyway.
No,
Anyway, do you guys
Seemah, I want to tell you about the show. That's the thing. Seemah direct. We wanna relax. So the show is about influencers in Korea, like all influencers. So what they do, they wanna test how influential an influencer can get.
Ooh,
So like I'll show you. Like it's basically
Where is it on Netflix?
yeah. Just search the influence. You'll see. You'll learn a lot. Or an influencer is not about one quality. So yeah, you guys
damn.
should watch it.
That's actually interesting.
I always watch it.
Yeah, you do, ne? You must watch it. Trust. This one is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's on your mind? Ooh, Yanda woods. And
He just kept going on and on and on and on. Anyway, what's on my mind is aliens. Do you guys believe in aliens? Yes, no? Yes, no?
Do you believe in aliens? Thing?
I've seen. Oh, what? Okay. I don't believe in like those aliens, like the ones that have big heads, and I just feel like there are some things that are not actual people living amongst us.
Hello.
Not those aliens.
When
that
I'm like,
walk
it's
around
Lilo
at night,
Rotoicha.
you know,
Do you think there's shapeshifters?
shapeshifters definitely. What?
Is it?
Yeah.
I used to believe the aliens. Like, I used to watch TLC. Every time Kafo, they will like investigate UFOs. So,
Really?
yeah. So, but in those shows, I realized that the government always like takes out the information. So let's say you report or you saw a flying object, the government always comes and say, you didn't see that.
And
So
these things always happen in America.
yes.
Why?
Okay, bona moon ne, mara moon no na little twin, mara mol twini, little tabin. No, I'm serious. But yeah,
Nah,
I do believe they're
I don't
aliens.
believe in those
Me
ones with,
personally.
like the
Yeah.
Nah. But there's definitely things around us that are not living. That are
Right.
not humans.
I think I believe in shapeshifters too, hey?
They are there.
Little Golosh.
Yes.
Tokoloshi alien, ne?
I guess you could say that.
Yeah, we must have a name for like Togoloshi in our languages. I think Togoloshi alien.
True. Also believe in mermaids. I think mermaids exist.
I think mermaids are real.
Nah.
And apparently, there is a.
Uthomile. Ha, uthomile.
Seemah, Seemah. Oh, Scabari, hey, we went next door. Seemah.
Yo, guys, there was a girl name in a school. I think it's a school in Val or something.
Yeah.
So she saw. I'm telling you,
Nana can say,
allegedly, that girl, she was like when you're in class, like you just looking out the window, braille, and like
Haven't you told us before?
I know this story.
Yes, I told you, and then she saw a mermaid that was sitting there.
And she froze.
She what?
She froze.
No, she got fits and she died.
Yo.
Because she was going to tell about mermaid.
Oh, isn't the rule
What's
that
what
you're
I'm
So
supposed
before
to
she died, she told people how. My question is, how people know?
I can remember you saw it says Yanda saw Kamulai or next target. Gone.
Isn't the rule that if you see a mermaid, you keep quiet and then the mermaid gives you money?
Yes, it doesn't give you money. When I was Shabella little mermaid too much, it doesn't give you
Dude,
money.
I'm sure you get money.
But I think what Deben, but 12 what house limits. By the chair, carry cage.
Nah.
We should modify the whole.
You know what I think?
The fish.
I think we should call someone who believes in aliens so that they can tell us more.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
confirm.
Yeah.
I confirm.
Yeah.
Brand Lucas, guy.
Can you
Perhaps.
give us the phone, dude? Record one of our ring. Because I information and I'll do loophole.
And
I know the loophole.
Okay, I ring now. Okay.
Hello.
Zillewizzy from Spreading Humors. I'm with Yanda, Seemah, and also Spew and the crew. So we wanted to know today. We just want to know from you straight. Or you've got this theory that aliens visit South Africa right after the new lunch bar ad drops. What's your deal? Are you a big fan of chocolate or what's going on? Do you really believe in aliens?
Well, I suppose we all believe in something, one way or the other.
Yes.
Some of us believe in angels. Some believe in heaven. Some believe in hell.
Yes.
I find that being on Earth, I'd like to understand what my terrestrial surroundings are, and I find that up is the only way to look. So
Yeah.
we look up to the skies and we find that there's more out there than what we thought there was.
Yeah, and we know you've been doing all these investigations. What have you found that it's intriguing?
Well, I started my research around about the same time that Lunch Bar launched in the 1960s. And I realized that that is exactly the same timing as when, of course, the first UFO sightings were seen in South Africa. All my information is verifiable by Google and NASA and all the other intellectuals who work with extraterrestrial and space things.
Yeah.
You must remember that in the 1980s we had that much more Lunch Bar ad that came out with the mix of the guy wanting more.
Yeah.
And round about then there were sightings in Botswana and Lesotho.
Okay, but speaking about that, so you said you also mentioned that every time a lunch bar launches an ad, there's some spike of activities. So do you think it's related, or do you think it's like consider what's going on with that?
Well, I think there is something to be considered as a conspiracy possibility. I mean, you must remember a couple of years ago, there was no lunch bar.
Yes. Okay. So do you have
nothing?
So do you have concrete proof that they exist, or should we just wait for the next lunch bar ad?
Well, I have stuff on hand that proves in the many videos that I have shared with the Cadbury and the Wafery Haven Department of Chocolate and Eclairs.
Yes.
And they have said to me that there's definitely something to be considered there, and we are working with the powers that be to ensure that we get to the bottom of this.
Okay, I just can't wait. I just want to see if you're right or what. But I'm just ready to see what's gonna happen, to be honest.
Well, as I say, I have my research, and I'm very happy to share it with you, and you can verify it yourself.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much, Brad Lucas. Thank you for the time.
And remember, for everyone who wants to visit the lunchbarman.co.za, you can get to the bottom of this, and there's a huge chance where you can win 50,000 rands
Okay. I'm gonna also join. I won't lie.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you can follow all my updates on TikTok at the Lunchbar Man, and
Oh.
you will definitely know that this. It's obvious, guys.
Okay.
Obvious.
We'll see. We'll
Okay,
see.
I'll
We'll
check it
see.
out.
Beautiful.
you.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Bye.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So, do you please take your phone? Like, wait, almost little lager. Like, that's why.
What do you shebela dilo tse snacks? Ke eng e?
No, just teach us someone. And the best friend there. But best friend there, she's driving a car on WhatsApp. Seemah, Seemah. The one who sent a V and with a K. Her name starts with a C.
It's sure wa papa yo.
Emanyana. But back to
Okay. Hello, why do you keep on doing that? What makes you...
O batla attention ya hao, wa o bone wena.
no. I'm supposed to do the live read and when I focus on phoning.
Eh, tsamo.
Yes.
Why are you laughing?
No, Seemah, the way I said, hey, it's a home. That was so funny.
I just love how fun Bra Lucas is. Now, if you're at home and if you want to be part of all the wild, crazy fun with aliens and stand a chance to win up to 50,000 rand, not 1 rand, not 2 rand, 50,000 rand, then listen up. Lunchbar has got you covered. All you have to do is visit www.thelunchbarman.co.za. Then after, you play their out of this world games and you could win some serious cash. So make sure not to miss out and we'll make sure to leave the link in the description down below.
Click the link. I want to 50,000.
Real.
Ukolota bat. Once you win, you are my friend, by the way.
What would you guys do with 50K?
What would I do? I'll just give it to my mom.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd give my mom like 3K, give my dad I'd give my dad like 2.
Give Ghost Ruby 45.
Nah. And then the
I
rest
cannot
is
say that boss
mine.
Scooby. Hey, no, man. Speaking about... So, Seemah, last week we chose not to speak about
And
it.
we were so shocked, bruh.
Because we were in shock.
What was shocking, perhaps?
Why were you not surprised?
It was just like, why is he doing this, perhaps? Like, to me, it was like, oh, cute, okay. But I asked him and I was like, why? He's like, help, because I wanted to. I was like, okay.
Cute gesture. Arani.
It's cute, but it's like also, I'm at work, bro, and cameras and ish. If it was like in an office, then, oh my gosh, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
But on camera, it's like, oh, But yeah.
Alright.
But cute on cam.
Let them be cute on cam.
So what was so shocking and concerning, perhaps?
Nothing was concerning.
No, for me, nothing was concerning.
What was shocking?
What was shocking is that I say I hope you do permission. You know what I'm saying? This is our working space. You
Exactly.
Know? What if we had like a live read out on a lunch bar? What if the person who's sitting there get client? We spoke about all these
what
things.
If Bala was here?
Yeah, now it's like unprofessional. I don't story sorry. You know, I shoot a video after that.
It won't be nice. He will tell us, quite on set. But he comes to our setting.
So that was for me. But I was like, you know what? I can say, hey man. GG's
but we're not taking it away. Would see it wasn't cute. It was very cute.
No, it was. Blom.
But
yeah,
I just wish he had asked for permission.
Yeah, GG's.
What's on your mind?
What's on my mind? I'm taking a fail. So one of the
It's giving pedo.
No,
I'm kidding. Continue.
but anyways,
please.
So
Oh, sorry.
Anyways, then recently there was a kid who got like technically murdered because uconnectile Wi-Fi the neighbor. You know what I'm saying? And the neighbor found out. No, stop doing this. And the neighbor found out, oh, this kid has been connecting my Wi-Fi. I met her and they took the kid to the ICU. I was in the ICU and he passed away.
What?
So, yes.
They beat him to death?
Basically.
What? Over Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Into 600 rand. Was bulaling gun into 600 rand.
You find what we are not.
Oh, you can just change the password.
Simple.
Real.
Change the
bro.
password.
Yeah.
What are some people gadgets? 600 rand.
You know.
Some people are
That
sick in their
imagine saying, well, how did you lose? Like you're the mother or you're the father, and they ask you, how did you lose your child? and you're like over Wi-Fi.
Yo,
Oh, no, but
that's so
Mushapile,
sad.
because
Shame,
he
man.
was using Wi-Fi about your next door neighbor.
That was so shocking for me. Or what wrong matata and bancha to the wrong people.
Yes.
I don't think it's about the Wi-Fi. I don't think it's about him connecting. I don't think it's about guy. Those were just personal problems. You know what I'm saying? And
Was
he was one of those things, or the nearest victim. You know what I'm saying? And it was too deep for me, because somewhere go high. I remember Beria got this other white guy's place, Barki Hascott. So all go there to Hascott, download games, download movies, everything. And he used to see us there for sure. We have no Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
but I don't think there was ever a day or a point whereby I would threaten them, because kids are kids, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think anyone, to be specific, can be crucified for such a thing. Why don't you just go to the parents, or why don't you just change your Wi-Fi, like you said?
Change the Wi-Fi or go to the parents and tell them, guys, I've been asking this kid to like stop this.
Stop this.
May they please stop? Like, please talk to your kid.
Yeah.
And also, what if this kid was just trying to do like an assignment or something?
Real.
Like, he just wanted like notes, and a screenshot, and then go back home and write the notes. Like, why?
But that goes to show we live among monsters. But sharp. We're not sharp, but sharp like crazy.
Why not?
It goes to show.
You know, I was reading this other story. Speaking of kids that have been killed, but this lady was like, guys, I've like, my kid has been missing for like 2 weeks now, right? And we've been searching for the kid, we couldn't find the kid. And then I think like 2 weeks later, a box came, right? And this kid is 5 years old. A box came and it had like colorful like papers around it and stuff. When her mother opened, not the kid's mother,
Like the kid's granny.
yeah, the kid's granny.
Okay.
When she opened the box and the papers, they found the kid's head inside.
Say you lie, bruh. What?
Like, why? But where's the revenge?
Is this
Kabana?
like a South African?
South African.
You're lying. What?
Like, why? Where's the revenge? Kabana, peps.
I don't think I can heal from that.
Yeah.
It will haunt me for like. my
So
whole
they
life.
kidnapped that kid, then they...
Chopped the head off.
No, man.
And then they sent as a gift. The fact that she said there were colorful papers over, like, to
As
show
if it's a present.
present.
Ah.
My question, why later revenge kabana? Like, why don't you go to that person,
Yeah.
do whatever? Why go to the kid? Maybe they want to hlabekisa them or something, because
That's the thing. So that's why I'm telling you, you find out you can say, hey, just make sure your kids are always safe. It's not about the kid. It's always about the nearest victim, or matter prove a point, or matter swing someone. Because even the Wi-Fi thing, it goes there. Or why was Sancho better one to that point? Why Sancho one? If valuable mulaya, why was Sancho it's a thing of like Opurava point, basically.
son, people are evil out there. But anyway, what's on my mind?
That wasn't what was on your mind?
No,
Oh,
I
you
was
were
just adding
adding.
on.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just adding on. So, guys, there's this. Remember that whole Kwesta saga where people were like, "Can he please be released because he's cute?"
Ooh.
Yeah. So now there's this new guy. Well, he's not new, but like there's this guy. He got the death sentence. His name is Wade Wilson. Right.
Okay.
So his upbringing was pretty ass, bro. Like, gave him up for adoption. He was 14. I mean, his parents were 14 and 15
When they had him. Yo.
So they gave him up for adoption. The mother's mother,
The
right?
grandmother?
His grandmother was a churchgoer. So the neighbors not the neighbors, the church people, one of the church people took the kid and adopted the kid. Fine. He grew up he was okay. He was fine. It was normal. Until Mama 13 saw. He started rebelling and being, saying he wants his parents, he wants to see his parents. Fine. Cool. And then so basically what he did, don't you guys know that guy? Wade Wilson. He has tattoos all over his face, like stitches all over his face. But yeah, okay.
Let's see the picture.
Oh, Wade
I just hope
Wilson.
I know him.
So people are saying now, I'm sure by Ambulala Manjane as a thing.
He's white or colored or black?
He's white.
Okay.
Oh, I know
This
him.
guy.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
He looks like an actor. This other
He
actor.
does.
Yeah,
He
there's an
gives me
actor.
Joker vibes.
Yes,
See, I also
yeah,
Like, it
wanna
gives
see
me
it.
Joker
I
vibes.
love him.
Cool. So this guy now, people are
He's
saying,
cute.
"Hore, can they please release him
What?
because he's cute?
I literally just said he's cute. That's so crazy.
Like, because he's cute, but please, his upbringing, like, they're making excuses for him killing these ladies.
Mara ya bontshe, it goes to show in life Sancho Bebotse. I know, no
Those are
offense,
some of
man.
best people were like, oh my gosh, no, please release him. Ute, sorry. Like, stuff like that. Like, guys, lives were lost.
Yeah.
He literally
Lives were
raped,
lost. And you're
a
just saying,
woman.
guys, please release him because he's so beautiful. What? Like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, maybe Kahafa, maybe because...
I'll have.
Now let me tell you. So, here's the thing. I'll have, by the way, you are right. So, the get the curious guys. I want to know what's the guy all over the Trinda swindler.
Yeah.
So the teacher bale ba 32 finger bale ba crack bare.
Shibishit. Oh my gosh, Shibishit is so hot. Say that.
Oh.
O nyaka ho reng ka shang?
Duduri bara mara ke chibishita as part ya category.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Gaby.
One thing I realized is that your beauty takes it's like no so ka ba le koloi Seemah no so wa rela. O ka bona motho o be fa mo tseleng a hike o ka se mona metse koloi ya.
What?
Yes. Pretty people back there a lot of advantage.
I wouldn't let anyone hike in my car.
No, but
I don't care how pretty you are. You know hikers,
but
especially the pretty ones.
gents know this, ne? You know how pretty people always get like those privileges. So I think it's a natural instinct. Or it's like when you look like a criminal. And you find out that guy is the most friendliest and cutest person ever.
Actually.
But, at heart. But hey man,
I guess
it's a natural
but
thing.
they're doing a petition by Magapume jail. Angabulao. So he mustn't get the death sentence. But he already got it, and there's really nothing they can do. Magafe, because Bulala Bantumas. Magafe. Once.
Ke bothata ba
Ke bot-
problem.
what? Why little ke bothata?
Ke bothata. Oh, ke bothata.
Guys.
But yeah, I feel like sometimes being pretty takes you to stages not because you are smart, what. So it's a natural thing. Always expect it. Oscar Rabafe. Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Fair
That's
point.
not right. What's on your mind, Anaki?
Trouble.
Our guest.
Okay, before you're guessing, what's your phobia, Sim?
Oh, many thoughts.
Yeah. So you know what's the crazy part? So I'm chilling with like my friend, ne?
Ew.
I'm chilling with my friend. I'm like, Konji, what's that like?
Isn't it triphobia?
Yo. So this person opens Google and then she goes to the pictures. Guys, now if you put it here,
Please don't.
people are gonna
must put it.
No.
So now I forgot. So she sees there on Google and she like closes the phone. I take the phone. I open, bro. Freak out. Even now, I have goosebumps. Like my skin is like getting all those. Cause I don't know why.
Did you see the one with the hands?
No!
Oh shit!
I remember that picture was
Can
trending.
you please show it to our MacG ne, and see how they react?
Yeah.
Just be like, guys, I sent you something on your WhatsApp. Please open. Ne? Ciao.
I remember in like
It's-
2018, the one of the hands
You-
was
Yes.
trending.
Even the one here.
Guys, why are we afraid of that?
Because
It's disgusting.
So not even on the hand, like small things.
Like small dots. Like
even if like small rocks or like
Yeah.
together.
guys, have you seen those walls, ne? That have those like I don't know if it's stones or
But anyways, let's go to the guest. Yo, speaking about this.
Anyway, guys.
See, sir.
That thing, dude, are you afraid of it too?
It's
And you-
disgusting.
Tibla, search triphobia and look at it. Tato, wait. Search, I want to see. Try.
TRY.
A lot of holes. Ne? A fear of a lot of holes. Just search a fear a lot of holes and go to
TRYPHOBIA.
images. I want to see your reaction.
Take
Yeah.
this topic.
Yo, like you can feel it on your skin. Ne? Yeah.
Anyway,
But imagine if you came across someone with like,
oh no. And they say high five.
no.
Anyway, guys, we have an amazing guest. She's an amazing dancer. She's an amazing actress. She's doing the most right now. Amazing presenter. Please give it up for Bontle, how are you?
Gorgeous. But I'm so happy to be here, guys. You have no idea. Like, I watch you guys often, more often than I let on. So it's crazy, like, seeing it on screen and not being here in real time. It's really dope. You guys are doing so dope. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you for coming.
Which one was your favorite episode?
Damn.
Yeah, I always catch them with this one. Huh?
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I always catch them.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Which one?
Mm-mm.
Why are you holding back?
Crickets.
We'll come back to it.
Is it that bad?
Fake Bantweezy.
Yeah.
Fake Bantweezy.
Tomato.
Just say one. Even if
I'll take it.
yeah, just say one.
She doesn't have.
She doesn't have.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, which one was like that stood out? Even if it's not your favorite, that stood out.
No, I was gonna mention it because of where we were at the time and what was happening in my life.
Yeah. Okay.
But it was around the time, best friend there.
Tahi.
I was in LA during the NBA.
Yeah.
Kinali. Should I say it?
Yeah.
Just say.
Yeah, just
give
say.
a heel.
Gabu.
Oh,
So it's a standout.
Oh shit! Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's a standout because of what was happening at that time. So that's why I was like, no, I can't look at these.
You posted like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so
yeah,
that
so
one-
that's a standout for me because of
So
proximity.
No, explain it like that.
Very cool.
So I want to have a context to this side. Carry on. Damn.
How?
Yeah.
Nah, facts.
Yeah.
Crazy. Best friend yak.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you forgot that happened. Eh?
Dude, like
that was months ago.
Yeah.
It was a while
Years
ago. It was like, Jan, Feb? Early
Yeah.
this year.
Removile on.
No, can't sharp in the
Healthy.
Soft. The skin is what?
Now I want to ask one thing because I always do this mistake, but don't take it anyhow. So,
Okay.
do people always say like, do people always mistake you as Bontle Madonsela also?
Why?
They don't say.
he's the only one.
I'm
We
the
were
only-
in the fella.
No.
I've never heard that.
I remember we went to Channel O. I said this. I'm glad you didn't see the-
Madonsela.
I'm like, they were like, who's your favorite celebrity? I'm like, Bontle Madonsela. And Seemah and Yanda were like,
Madonsela.
Modiselle.
How did you get there?
I don't know. I
Madonsela.
just saw the M and I concluded.
You know what's weird? I've had more people call me Boity. It's very
Boity.
strange.
That makes sense.
You know when they're trying to remember my name, but
Yeah.
man, boy,
Hey.
something.
boy.
Yeah.
Give one tle.
And
Not
Bontle is so
Madonsela.
easy to remember.
I know,
Yeah, no,
right?
Bontle is
It's very random, but anyway.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Nah, I won't lie. Now I'm so excited. I don't know if you guys are excited as like me because
Yeah.
Bontle was the first like one of those people to comment like, "Oh, I love you so much
Yeah.
on TikTok." I mean on
Yeah.
Instagram, and I was like, "Yo, yeah, Mogi, I'm with you.
You're there.
Yeah, I'm there, man."
that
So
guy.
the fact that today we are interviewing her, I just feel honored. I feel
Crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, it feels like a full circle moment for me in
Yeah.
different ways, I guess, with you guys.
Yeah.
I got to know you on this podcast. So that was my first introduction to you. I was like, okay, so this is a fly, rich, hun.
Yeah. Now we can be fly together.
You know what I'm saying? We'll do it. Zilaela, you've oh my gosh. You have been, Lily too, actually.
Yeah.
You and Seemah.
Yeah.
Seemah, I'd say, how long I've been following you for? I mean, you were still in school. You were still in high school.
Damn.
Yeah, I've been following you for that long.
Since high school.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like, how long?
It wasn't actually high school. It's when I think I left high school and it was first year. I was in first year.
There we go. Yeah.
And I was wearing the uniform.
Yes.
yeah.
So when your content started off there with you wearing the uniform and all arts, I was just like, this girl is freaking hilarious.
Yeah, nah.
I'd never seen someone who was that fun, that animated, that playful. You were one of the first few people that I felt like got syncs of audios right. You know that timing, yeah. And I was just like, she understands performance.
Yeah.
You know, so I was just like, yo, this girl is freaking talented.
Thank you.
Kupali mo casting.
Please.
Somebody.
Yeah,
Casting, yes, that's what I mean.
Netflix. Ne
You know,
kopa something
when I
Netflix.
tell you some
Yeah.
that's it.
And I can say champagne.
When I too much, too much.
But yeah, man, it's enough about us. Enough about us. Tell us about Bontle, Uchakai, Wamon, like refer background.
Lena le batla ho tseba hantle.
Yes,
Everything, how you
Everything.
grew up, and also I want to know, like, okay, well, that would be okay, yeah.
So I'm a Soweto baby. Okay. So Soweto born, my maternal side of my family, ke ba Rockville, paternal side, ke ba Dubi.
Yeah.
But I first grew up in, if you guys know Joburg, or the streets of Joburg, Berea was home for me. So I went to school at Johannesburg Girls Preparatory School. Right opposite us, we'd see like Brenda Fassie all the time. Like it was just,
That's
I grew up in that, right? It was crazy.
Brenda Fass.
Yeah?
Like Brenda Fass was like close to you guys.
Yeah, like right opposite. So I think there was a studio that she would record at. Yeah. It was right opposite the school. So we'd see Brenda Fassie quite often.
Yeah.
I think she was the first celebrity I ever met in my life. Nelson Mandela was the second one, but he came to our school. At the time, Nelson Mandela would do like visits, you know. But I think I was in grade 1 at the time. But yeah, man, I'm one of 3 daughters. I'm the middle child.
Yes.
Do you guys have siblings?
I do.
You don't? Only child? Have you ever wanted siblings?
Where are your
Growing up,
siblings?
yeah, but
No, what's up?
yeah.
Where are you in your sibling chain?
I'm the first child. I'm the oldest.
Bontle. How many of them?
There's 2. So there's 3 of us in total.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's me. But Lena, 3 girls at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, went to an all-girls school, studied at UJ, got my degree in corporate communications. I don't know if the degree is still there, but
It's still valid or yeah.
I can show.
Did you ever use it though?
I feel like I do. Like as a practitioner
Yeah.
in my entertainment space, I feel like in many ways I kind of use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really have integrated it into my business. But I think people know me now, obviously, through the world of dance, entertainment, choreographer, creative performance director, dance studio co-owner, television host. I used to be on radio, actress. I used to hate calling myself an actress.
Why?
You know when, like, when you're not when you're not practicing, it almost feels like, oh my God, in saying, I just felt like I wasn't performing at the time, and I had done acting work, but it didn't feel justified for me to call myself an actress. So let me just chill on that one.
I get that.
You get what I'm saying?
And a lot of people
just
do
because
that.
we released a penis
I mean,
doesn't
bro, yeah, like now come trying to album it's like about status and WhatsApp. Are artist? No, man.
you know, but you work your way towards it. Obviously, you earn your stripes. You put in the hours, but nonetheless, though, actress, so I will claim it. Yeah, man, and yeah, lover of life.
Yeah. So do you have music?
You know, with my husband.
Yeah.
So for people who don't know, I'm married to Ricardo, aka Pretty Ugly.
Yes.
Together, we have a musical collective called Rick Jade. So his name is Ricardo, right? That's where the Rick is from.
Yeah.
Jade is from my second name. So my second name is Jade Lee.
Yes.
Yeah. So together, Rick Jade. Hey, give me
Mutswana.
But Rick Jade.
Jade Lean.
Jade Lee. No, my dad was fancy. You know why?
Okay.
My dad was fancy. Firstborn, Refilo, her other name is Bella. Oh. Exactly. I'm Jade Lee.
Yeah.
And then you guys know Candace.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know?
okay.
But her other name is,
Candace.
but now she's Dumelo. So she prefers to be called Dumelo. But yeah, Bella, Jade Lee, Candace. I told you my dad is
I'm on paper. I say my sister is Jamie.
No offense,
you
Bully.
think
So how is it being siblings with people that are in the entertainment industry also? Like, is there no competition? Like, you know?
You know what's crazy? People would think so. And, you know, obviously if you have siblings, there might be, you know,
Rao.
and sibling rivalry and all of that stuff. But we don't have that kind of relationship. We're very supportive, and we've got a really good friendship between us as sisters, you know? I mean, there's also like a 4-year gap between Nale Refilwe and then myself and Candace.
Tumel. She
Tumel.
prefers to be called Tumel.
Thanks, Jim. So there's a 4-year gap. So we've been through different stages of entering the entertainment space at different times. also our point of entry was very different. I mean, for Refilio, it was modeling.
Yes.
It's not like I'm a model, so there's no need for me to even feel like it's a space for me to compete in. But also she's someone with albinism, so our conditions are also really different. Do you understand what I'm saying? Our causes are different. The things that we believe in and fight for are very different. Our interests are different.
Yes.
Candace, or Dumelo rather, she came in as an actress, you know, but we've also diversified. So we've also gone into different things.
Yes.
But we're very supportive, you know, and it helps because you need someone, because like about industry, guys, it's not very easy to call someone and say, Chomi Marafi ena ietsa sense.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in the stage of negotiation, or these are people you should work with, or
We must watch
careful,
out.
you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's what we do for each other. So it's really helpful. More than anything, it's the best rather than it is competitive and dangerous.
At some point, I thought little matraplets, eh? Like when I was in the book.
Can it?
Yeah, when we come check more like Facebook, matraplets. How much?
Oh, please.
Like,
you guys look. I couldn't differentiate what mine came. Only now.
Yeah.
Can you also tell us about your journey into motherhood and how motherhood has changed like your outlook on life?
Girl.
And it makes sense because the husband is pretty, you're pretty.
Thank you.
That's why it's
make us
important
sense.
to be a
Beautiful child.
Exactly.
I don't know, more experiment. I'm okay.
So how's it been?
It's been amazing. Literally the best thing, you know? I mean, I had my baby, how old was I? 28? Yeah. I had my kid when I was 28. She's 4 years old now. And so do the math. Now you know how old I am. But it's been the best thing. I mean, she's so smart. She's so kind. She is God-fearing. She is... And you know, like every parent likes to say the best things about their kid.
Yeah.
But like I genuinely believe that I've got a superstar on my hands.
Yeah.
In whatever it is, and it's not to say like an entertainment superstar, but like whatever it is that she's going to do in life, she's going to freaking excel.
Exactly.
Like she's just, there's a fiber, there's a cloth. I feel like such people come from, and I see so much of that in her, or at least we're working it into her, or raising her in that way. But it's the best thing, being a mom, and it's really like you can only focus it different.
You change your
Motherhood does that. I think when you're young, you're here, there, and everywhere, which is fine. Excuse me. I think it's warranted for you to try different things. And I know they say in the human life, or in a human journey, you change careers 7 times. So people will change their minds all the time on who they want to be and when they want to be that person and all of that stuff, you know. And then something happens with parenthood where you just become very intentional. And very, however, like you make lines very clear. You set your boundaries very clearly. And if you're the type of person who's done that before, that's fantastic. There's something about parenthood that just makes it even more. But it's the best though. It's very scary also. Guys, raising a life outside of your own moto, who's completely dependent on you. So take your time with it.
I want to grow just like that.
And then let's say she wanted to be in the entertainment industry. What would you warn her of? Or anything to like stay away from?
Ooh. Look, I mean, we'll allow her to make her mistakes. I think it's going to be important because the best teacher is a lived experience, you know? And I think maybe sometimes you need to kind of burn a little bit. Not that I want her to, you know, I would like her to avoid a lot of things as much as possible, but I want her to be able to make her own decisions. Yes, there's certain things, you know, obviously she shouldn't compromise herself, you know, and depending on what in the entertainment industry, there's just certain things you just shouldn't do, you know. Couch casting or whatever. There are things that are just...
What's couch casting?
Couch
casting.
Okay, so if we're acting, and then how I took mereko. Audition ya how has a script. Audition ko chakela. Then wabo. So wabo.
So
Wabo.
I can take this off.
You know, and
No, man.
her pride should be in merit and knowing that she worked her way into getting that thing. So also, as someone who is the child of people who are in the entertainment industry, we can't make it too easy for her. It has to be on merit.
Yeah.
So that she can carry that pride too, but also like craftsmanship, and she must just
But
have it together.
You said something about your daughter, and I feel like, especially because she's like 4 years old, I feel like it's mainly like when a person is that like young, it's a reflect whatever they are at that point, it's the reflection of their parents.
100%.
So I think it's because of you and your partner and like bounding yourselves into her life.
Sure.
That's what make her who she is. You know
I
what I'm saying?
appreciate that.
Because I
mean, it's your immediate reference.
Yes.
That's true.
And like if you're privileged enough to have your father in your life, that's your first hero as a girl, right? That's the first man you like love or fall in love with.
Yes.
As a son, your mother is your first point of contact of affection and love and nurturing.
Yeah.
And if that proximity snacks, then you kind of grow up in that way, or you become it, or you work very hard to resist
avoid
it completely.
Yeah.
So, but thank you for that.
Yeah, but another thing that I want to know is, so this one recently, and to a lot of young people who are like influencers. So I want to know how was it for you to like introduce your relationship, your love life on social media, for it to like everyone know. I remember there was one time you guys did like a love note. I don't know. It trended. Every girl was posting it. No, I wish this for myself. But like, how was it like exposing your love to the public like that?
I mean, the risk is that people feel like it's their business too. The risk is people feel like they must have an opinion on you guys, what they think, how they feel, and about project even their own fears on you.
Yes.
And I think young love, especially like when you're young and you're open and you're just, and you just want to feel and experience this thing openly.
Yes.
People can do that. They can project their fears on you and make you feel like, baby, what is it? It's going to end in tears.
Yeah, it's going to end in tears.
You know what I'm saying?
We will be there.
We'll be there.
Yes.
Which I think is so ridiculous, because all you're doing is making people fearful of falling in love.
Yes.
Let them fall in love. Let them make their mistakes. True. And if you fail, Liboni, and then what?
But the now is I'd say in a relationship. So how now how do you guys create
It's important. It's important for you to make that very clear distinction.
Yeah.
You know? And I think there's certain things that should not make it into your space as a couple.
Yes.
You know? Yes, you see it. I mean, comments are there for you to read.
Yes.
People will say whatever opinions it is that they have to say about you, but a very healthy approach is just to really not make it your truth. It's not the truth, you know? And so, you know, it is what it is, you know? But I would encourage people to do it, because I think the problem is as well, especially as young Black kids, if you don't see enough examples of people loving themselves and each other unapologetically, if you don't have enough examples of that, then you become fearful. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's like, it's ridiculous. You've got to let people love each other openly. Yeah. And if they feel like, you know, they want to, I don't know, just take pictures or create content together or expose themselves in that way, that's fine. I think your responsibility as a couple is to make sure that you control the narrative of your relationship as much as possible. Because but also, understand. Also, don't over-explain yourself.
Yeah.
So as much as people know you and know about your relationship, they don't actually know you guys and the intimate details of your relationship. So don't over-explain yourself.
Yeah.
When people have something to say, just keep quiet. You know what I'm saying? In your own corner. If you need to cry, cry. Get over it. But like, the world is not there to protect you, unfortunately. And they will find any reason to break you down if it's for their own comedic and entertainment purposes.
Yes.
And we don't live in a space where people protect love either. So make sure that you do it for yourselves. But
going back to your career, like, how did you start dancing, basically? Where did that all start?
You know that kid at a family function or Jaivang?
Jaivan. What is that?
Waba?
That's for the visitors. Yeah.
Dance for the visitors. That was
Yeah.
me. I think also I was like such a quiet kid, guys. Like making one of Totsengi.
Yeah.
I didn't really speak much. I have very extroverted sisters, right? So keep on papa. Next up happy.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then it became something that I did in school. And you know, when you do extramural activities, I did ballet, I did rhythmic gymnastics, I did all the cultural stuff. I was in the choir, you know, so I was that type of kid. And then in high school, it was around the time of like the step ups and the stomp the yards. That's when I became a part of. Give me the episodes. Yeah. Munna. And it was at the time when Jiga then became hip hop.
Yeah.
And they started diversifying. On my episode, Nilileri.com, Kawina, Ansa was there, Pendulo was there, Tembi Sete was there. That was the first time I met her. And it was such a moment for me when I met her because it felt so personal. But anyway, so dance for me then became like, it was street culture and, you know, like crew culture and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I carried on with it. I started doing music videos. I started joining crews like the Reps. The first music video that I did was Josie, Motherland.
Yeah.
And then, I started working with different artists like a WizKid and
Louis Kidlel.
Louis Kid.
Have you done like something with MacG? So. Why are you saying it like that? No, guys.
No, I've never worked with MacG.
But you guys would do a bang, eh?
That would be fine, actually. That would be fine.
MacG wa boring, eh?
Okay.
Like, lip ya bontle boring, eh? Asa na kwa like, have you seen
What's
that?
a piece? I like.
But like, think about it, folks. On the stage, Lina, let's see.
I'm seeing
Yeah,
it.
but I've worked with a lot of people. Hey,
Yeah.
WizKid, R.I.P. Ricky, Kwesta. That was like the Slaza Tsotsi time.
Which one? Where you work
Kahle.
with, you were like, yo. Like, yeah, no so kiatsena, no so baka sampucha selo. Eko screenshot, eh?
I don't know. Hey, I don't think it was like a music video moment. I think it was the branch, the Rock
Yeah.
Nation branch. That was like a freaking screenshot.
Yeah,
Tell
moment.
us about it, actually.
Mama, that was crazy.
That and the time Kelly Rowland came
To the studio.
Yes,
That's where it
please.
started.
Yeah.
I think when Kelly Rowland went to Modiselle Dance Studios, that for me was just like,
That's
what?
crazy.
Like, yes.
That was madness. She is as beautiful as you imagine. This beautiful, dark beauty who is authentic and wholesome. She smells good. She's so embracing. She's so loving. She was so curious.
Yeah.
But like, you know how Americans approach it sometimes? What's the ancestral meaning? Yeah, Zekit.
Because most of I saw like an interview. MacG. I don't know who that was. The echo was like, "Yo, bro, like the music is like spiritual. Like it has that Kermanzi thing that is spiritual."
Maybe they were talking about Kabza.
Yeah, like the only
Maybe
spiritual
Lily
sound
Kabza.
is Kabza.
Yeah.
But the rest, they are so nice, but there's no spirituality.
None of that. But
Yeah.
look, I mean, she was incredible and really beautiful. Rock Nation branch as well is like top two.
Like
Show
management.
me, I want to hold special.
Thank you.
Like,
Yeah.
special.
Period. Full stop.
So tell me about Ublo Mimi was so like you getting inside these rooms. Only do you have like management? How important do you think management is like for a person who wants to become a superstar like you? Like play a huge role, and to what extent?
Chomiki superstar.
Yeah, you are, come on.
Superstar.
Luna.
Superstar.
Thank you.
Modiselle.
Thank you. I just feel like a popular kid in high school. That's it. I don't.
Oh, no.
Ooh, arati batho ba humble.
Why, Johnny?
Batho ba humble.
Brag.
Yeah.
But management is important. I think as an independent, whether as an artist or anyone who's in the creative space, it's very easy for you to hit the ceiling. And in Wakhatala, you can't do too many things at once. So it's important for you to have people who can get into a boardroom for you, who can get into conversations for you, who can negotiate for you, and all of that stuff, And I think as a creative, as an artist, you want to focus on that. So that you make sure that you are the best at whatever your skill and talent is, right? So my management is Stalo. Artist management. So if you see State Entertainment, they're the ones who do Rocking the Daisies. And many other festivals in the city, this, that, and the fifth. So they do quite a bit. And in there, they've got an artist management agency or talent management agency, which also doubles up as a record label. So myself, Pretty's in there as well. In there is Lord Cares, Mars Baby, Zulu Mecca. So there's a couple of people in that roster.
So do they put musicians? Because there's a guy I want to put on in that.
Please.
Man, Spoina.
He's not a musician.
He's a DJ.
But that's not a musician.
No, but they can put a DJ. We are rocking the days, my guy. Let's roll. Yeah. But so did you approach them or did they approach you or what?
It's like you form these relationships over a long period of time.
Yeah.
And then there's like a snowball effect. And then the one thing falls into the next,
Yeah.
I mean, without me going into too many details. But it is a relationship between Stalo and Rock Nation and the people out there.
But
network,
nice. Since we're like a network, more networking now we have a drink called Chilla's Punch. Like behind the scenes, you told us you didn't drink.
Yes.
You never drank it. Like, so first taste of Chilla's Punch.
It's my first time.
Let's go. And be honest, ne? Because, our boss.
I mean, I like the flavor already. Well, I'm a mango girl, so peach and mango.
Let's go.
5%.
Yeah,
dizzy fire.
Something light.
You come sharp for the rest of the interview.
Something like that.
Something.
Let's go.
Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is nice.
I bet.
Nice.
I bet you be out.
I bet you be
Like
out.
MacG, I bet you be out.
I bet you what's up?
So I wanted to ask about your movie, Piano Love,
Child,
alongside
yes.
Kwesta.
I know.
How did that come
poster?
about?
I see everything. I see poster Ella.
Poster Ella,
Hot and steamy.
Also, Rivicha YouTube. Yela Rivicha like a thumbnail. Yeah, like a thumbnail.
Yeah. How did you guys feel when you saw the poster?
I was like,
No, I zoomed. I was like, no, man.
It's hot.
I zoomed.
That's
I'm
good.
like, Batomilo. I want to I
good.
was saying AI to Milo. And I'm like, no, I'm saying it a lot. But this is true.
Yeah.
But I didn't follow up. I was like, I get it saying.
Oh, right. Okay. Let me break it down to you. So, Piano Love is, and this is not me selling it, but it's like, it's such a beautiful Amapiano story. Okay, so it's set in Soweto. So it's telling like real, true stories, but stuff that's like really super relatable. So there's music in there, there's romance, there is a lot of drama. There's a lot of drama. But music, dance, romance, drama, action. There's a lot that's happening in there. But I mean, it's really about these two childhood friends, that grow apart, come together. But they have a love between them. And they go through so many different challenges. And we need to see if their love can really test or stand the test of time. Can they endure the decisions that they've made? Because they've made some questionable decisions in their own personal capacity. So as by Tunche, like, how do you navigate life? How do you go for the things that you want? At the cost of yourself or at the cost of love? Is love really worth the risk? But yeah. And it's Kwesta's acting debut, guys.
Period.
So when
damn
I'm
good.
everything, like you're like, I got you.
Wow.
No, who came with the idea? I mean,
hey, wait.
Come on.
Was it difficult to work with him though? Because he hasn't acted before.
Not at all. Not at all. I was pleasantly surprised as well. I'll be very honest with you. When Mantle N is award-winning director, right? So this film is created by Black Brain. And when Mantle first hit me up and said, listen, this is something that I want you and your co-star being Kwesta, this is what I want you to do. I was like, Kwesta?
Like, how?
Johnny, since when?
Yeah.
You know? But the thing is, it wasn't necessarily about him. I think for me, I also felt a little bit out of whack because I had not been working as an actress in a lot of years.
Yeah.
So for me, it was just like, I don't know if I've exercised this muscle enough for me to get on, like to lead a Netflix production. Are you mad?
Yeah.
But he was just like, trust me. Just trust me.
Let's cook.
Called us in. We did a chemistry test. So a little bit like an audition. And I was like, oh.
It's in couch casting.
Is it guy?
Chemistry
We actually, so you do a chemistry test.
So, but young, hey, what? Like, what is the chemistry?
So we had no script, but we had to improvise. And he would throw different scenarios at us. And we would just have to come up with lines and performance in real time. I throw something at him, he throws something at me, we respond, and how do we connect? Is it real? Is it not? And I think for you to be able to tell this kind of story, you really have to be very authentic in your performances and be very honest. Because you must honor the story. You must honor the character. And truthfully so. And guys, like, I was really surprised. Like, Kwesta wa actor, guys. Let's go makala. Like, let's go makala. Let's go manyata. And I think, and look, I saw people's initial reactions and it's like, yo, I completely understand. Like, I hear you guys. Like, Halisho. Because you guys have no reference of him acting anywhere.
Yeah.
But this is really going to change a lot of things.
I mean, like, let's be honest. In SA, the people, like, I don't know who is, but they are afraid to experiment. You know what I'm saying?
But what's up?
Yeah, one thing I realized, you'll see an actor, a presenter, go to
Sure.
next thing will be on Netflix, next thing will go Skim Sam, next thing will go Scan.
Sure.
They just recycle the same people, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing I realized, or they don't like experimenting because sometimes when they experiment, people baba pote.
That's true.
100%.
Even us viewers, we already like made peace with the fact that I know the only person who can kill this role, Kimangma. You know what I'm saying? So that's why people were maybe like, towards the role.
Of course. No, I understand. I completely understand. I understand what it means when people recycle talent.
Yeah.
But I also understand when someone like MacG, who I personally refer to as a mad genius, because for you to be able to envision something like this and for you to have that foresight to say, Mamela, I'm going to bring these two people together to tell this kind of story. And I think these people are the only people who can do it. That's you taking a risk.
Exactly.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's important that the industry itself needs to take risks.
Yeah.
But also as individuals, I think why people kind of see the same faces pop up a lot is because also in your own individual capacity, there's no way Seemah's going to do the same thing for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
And we need to give her the permission to show up in all the various ways that she needs to and wants to. And if she's able to do that, let's give her the freedom to do that. And I think that kind of like goes for everybody else as well. You know, there's a certain trust and obviously relationships. It's a number of things that kind of speak to a couple of things. But I think as an industry, it's important that the industry continues to take a risk on new talent because that's the point. We need to see new talent so that we can celebrate new people. And we need to grow. How does an industry grow if you keep recycling the same people? But so the audience gets tired and people disconnect because, you know, it's like, oh, this person again, like, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. But I think the difference is, and especially when you find a story like this, is one, it's how the story is being told. It's the fact that it's an Amapiano story told by South African people in very real and authentic ways. Like people will really relate to the characters quite a bit. They relate to their stories. There is a Sipho, because Kwesta's character's name is Sipho. There is a Sipho that you know who's going through the things that Sipho is going through in real time. There are things that there are ways in which girls will be able to relate and see Lerato, because my character's name is Lerato. And people will be able to see, girls will be able to see themselves in Lerato. They'll be able to empathize with her. You know, girls often are making very difficult decisions where love and climbing up the ranks and the things that you do or not do, you know, for you to work your way into a successful place and a happy place in your life in both love and career and dreams and needing to juggle and balance everything. Guys, it's such a beautiful story.
So I just want to ask on the name, Piano Love.
Yeah.
It's Piano Love, ne?
Piano Love.
Yeah, so at first when, like, let's say I don't see the post and everything.
Sure.
So I'm thinking, or Piano Love is like how Amapiano started.
Sure.
So I just want to know, how did the name Piano Love come about?
I mean, look, I think that's more a black brain answer. They would be able to answer that. But I think Piano Love doesn't necessarily speak to how piano came about.
Yes.
Because Batubako Pitori would have a different feeling. Batubako for so it's not like I know a lot of people it's a contesting or contestable conversation as to where Amapiano was birthed.
Yeah.
So it's not that, but it's using the vehicle of Amapiano through its music, through dance, and through the culture of Amapiano to tell a love story in and around the culture. And the culture is brought in real ways, you know. Yes, the music is there. There's some really dope cameos that are also in Piano Love. But again, it's a love story. But it's also a love story between two individuals who are really trying to craft and fight their way through life. But it's not necessarily about how Amapiano started.
That's it.
Yeah.
So what more can we expect from you in the future?
Child, everything. Period. Everything. Yeah, man, I want to do it all. I want to try it all. I want to take it to the top fully.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, just more work within film and television, I believe. I think this is going to start something else, or it's going to be the start to something else, and I want to be able to follow it through. Yeah, obviously more dancing. Yeah, but I haven't taken 60 guys. Wait till little khatal. No, little khatal. No, as long as my legs can still move, give that.
Who's one person that you tried working with, or I don't know?
Yo,
That's
you see,
such a hectic question.
How are you looking at me like this? Like I can feel. Or issue.
Batting. Okay, I'm like, I will never ever.
Oh, please.
Chunyana.
Come on.
Guys,
No, but I agree. It's dance. Not like you guys are enemies.
Listen, rather ki address le batho bao. I don't think they should find out.
Okay, just tell us scenarios of what happened then. You don't have to say names.
Fun.
And then we must guess who it is.
Yes. Fun game, fun times.
Never.
How many are there? You said that thing. So let's give us 3. So you are basically gonna tell us the first one who deal sol. Second one who deal sol. Third one who deal sol. Basically.
The first one, niggas
and tell us genders also.
Gender?
Yeah.
Yeah,
come on. Give us something.
We can
try
Listen, like I said, no. Okay, so the first one I was working for, can I say brand names?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it was Unlocks, if you know the alcohol brand.
Unlocks.
Oh, okay.
The green bottle.
The green one.
Oh,
Castle what?
okay.
Exactly.
It's a Castle Light.
Yeah, get Castle Lights. Okay, sharp. So Castle Unlocks. But at the time, it was they unlocked Young May. So in that year, it was all females.
Ooh.
Right? All female rappers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or performers, whatever. Omuan.
Who dealing?
You know when? So I was there as the head of choreography.
Yeah, so
My job is to make sure that there's a show on stage. So there's dancers. It's an entire experience.
Yeah.
Now I know who we're now. Up and down no fail.
Yes,
But
man.
behind you, let there be things happening. Understand? Or let's integrate or curate an entire experience. In fact, come to rehearsals.
Yeah.
And let's make you look different, man. That thing.
Well done.
So it was my job with everyone who was there. Babang batile ko rehearsal, omong hatla. And then the one, like she pulls her out of another one who is dedicated to her rehearsal, who, like she wants videos, she wants to know what the choreography is like. Okay, I'll say her name. Shout out to you, Rouge. Rouge was, Bona, Rouge is a dream to work with. Omong amuhula. Out of that rehearsal and just say like, yo, ufetsaning, like, yo, I don't know, it's like, dance is not even important.
Why Alice Toto so perhaps?
Is
Is she speaking in front of you? Like, can you hear this? When she says dance is not important.
Yeah, it's not even important. This rehearsal is not even important. I was like, it really hurt me.
Yeah.
It really hurt me. And the thing is, it's like, people do change, and I do want to give her the permission to change. It's not even my business to do that. I don't even need to give anyone the permission to do anything.
Yeah.
But I need to allow the fact that she's not necessarily the same person. as what happened in that time. But it hurt me because it's like, this is my time and dedication attached to making sure that you show up as your best.
Yeah.
And you completely disrespected not just what I've done for you, but what I'm doing for a colleague of yours. Like, you're just messing with the entire thing. And so it was just, you won't be able to guess. But and then recently, I just dealt with someone who I think was just like really difficult in not being able to respectfully communicate it. Like, she wasn't able to respectfully communicate what she wanted, And it's fine for artists to feel like, next time I did this thing, or I think maybe we should try something a certain way. I think it was just a little bit difficult and a little bit distasteful in how she did it, but isn't it ironic? She.
And it was she.
Yeah.
The gents have always been a pleasure for me to work with, though.
What
I think I've had the toughest time.
I don't know my time.
Leave aside. I've had a tough time with ladies.
Can I
you
ask
so
though? Askis.
Rafetsa, no.
Isikati.
One last. I really want
What's
to know
that?
this. How do you manage like being a wife, a mother, a businesswoman, a dancer, all
Girl,
of it?
it's not.
An actor, yeah.
It's not an easy thing. I won't lie to you. But if I didn't have a supportive family, I'd catch L's. But I think I'm able to show up in all these different ways because I've got a supportive family. Shout out to God one time because Mujimu is, I do things through God. Like, and I think, but at the heart of it, I'm surrounded by people that really love me, people that really support me, and people who will do anything to help me show up as the best version of myself. And I think I want to be the best wife. I want to be the best mother. I want to be the best in every capacity possible. But I'm surrounded by a lot of love.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Based off saying you're the best. Let's have
Have a little gift.
Can I open it?
Yeah, you can.
No?
Oh, wow.
How did you act?
How did you?
How was?
How about?
Okay, I like this.
Working.
Okay, I'll pull this one out.
Cute.
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 To bring the best vision of everything.
Thank you.
Last go, down, go, down.
Cute.
This is dope.
It looks good on you, Michelle.
Thank you so much for coming. Really
Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please do like, comment, share, subscribe. We love you loads. And please buy my lip gloss. Please.
Hey, guy.
It's
It's not in your pocket. It's something.
I use it all the time. If you have to rumba and
Okay, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
My
Thank
nails.
you.
Are you speeding? Cameras are rolling.
The wrong, Linda.
2, 1.
Eh? No, let's take it from the top, man. In really off guard. That was wrong. And it's always safe to have two. Let's do.
You're the YouTuber.
It's always safe.
What am I doing?
Same. Sorry. So that's the thing. I realized later, ne? So I realized later that Seemah doesn't do her what's on my mind first.
Why don't you say on it?
Yeah, so I agree. Yeah, you get me, ne? We thought you were going to say what's on until when you said what's on your mind, I'm like, oh, we are fine.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Yes, I can rock.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, okay.
Want to start, eh?
On to start. It's sharp, ne? As you can see, okay.
That is so
Keep
awkward.
trusting.
Like you want to cut and paste. But anyways, yeah. Is it connected? Is the phone connected?
Shame,
Yo,
When time you chilla sponge, or you don't drink chilla sponge?
you know, I've never tasted it. I'll be very honest with you.
Yeah, you'll take it on the show. It's fine.
Campaign, I think.
It's because of campaigns. I thought it's because of the campaigns. I could have a campaign today.
That's my stress. What
So
are we gonna talk
deliverables.
about?
What?
That's related. That's
Episode 55.
That's crazy.
Rolling. 3, 2, 1.